Cristiano Ronaldo returned to the Premier League with a bang with 2 goals and a big fat win for Manchester United to make them top of the pops. But who will join them at the end of the week? We'll take a look at it next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video today. We're looking forward to match day number 5 in the Premier League, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, wave in, smash your subscribe and get your bang up today with all things Premier League related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to do here under one rooski. That's right, bloody hell, fantastic. United, Chelsea, Liverpool and Everton make up a joint 4-way tie at the top of the Premier League. But of course, will Ronaldo be that X factor that gives Manchester United a real shot at the title? We'll take a look at that and more in just one second. Of course, a big shout out to my mother EBRPs. We're talking about my pay a tree on
Get in my bloody veins. I've got 2
brand new patrons this week, Conor Medlin and of course the fantastic Jim Watt as well. Well done to you both for becoming the latest members of the Patreon gang. So I do appreciate loving. If you are interested in becoming the latest member of the gang like Jim and Conor, get involved with the link down below, patreon.com/overseas. I want to talk about the Patreon for just a second. Of course, we are starting a brand new channel. That's right. It's not football related, it's behind the scenes related. It's going to be like a daily vlogging channel of life in the middle of central Pennsylvania from a British point of view. We'll have a look at some American products. We'll take a little look at my personal life, where I work, you know, what I'm working on behind the scenes, and of course the future plans for the channel, and of course the household, because we might be moving within a year. A lot of stuff could be happening in the next 12 to 18 months, but I thought I would create a new channel for that. And of course I'm going to give the patrons first access to those videos, maybe a week ahead of everybody else, so they'll know what's coming up before anybody else. So if you are interested in helping out with the channel, check out the link down below, patreon.com/overseas. But if you don't, well, fair enough, it's not your cup of tea. But anyway, I do appreciate any support you can throw my way. Anyway, let's get into it. Of course, I'm a little bit big, that's what she said. Let's get down there, Sunshine. You're a little bit too massive. Turk's too big. Oh my gosh, he's too bloody big. There we go. Let's get into it then, shall we? Take a look back. Of course, last time around, of course, see who did well, who did shit. I think I did pretty shit. Someone who did shit was Spurs. That's right, lost. Embarrassingly so. 3-0 loss to Crystal Palace in the end. I actually remember the 1-0 win myself to Spurs, so shame on me. Arsenal got up and running with a 1-0 win against Norwich. I went with a 3-0 win myself. Brentford lost as well at home to Brentford. Brighton picked up the win on the road against Brentford, might I add that. Leicester City, narrow loss to Manchester City, 1-0 loss as well. United, big winners though. I actually made that pick, but I think, did I make it pre-Ronaldo? I don't know. 4-1 win in the end, but yeah, not so far off it. The Saints and West Ham, the 0-0 draw, called it. I went with a draw myself. Watford picked up a loss against Wolves, 2-0 win for Bruno Lager and his gang. Chelsea ran riot against Villa, 3-0 in the end. So did Liverpool, 3-0 in the end. I went with a 3-1 win myself. And Everton picked up a 3-1 win over Burnley, 3-0 win in the end. So I got myself 2, 4, 6 out of 10. Ain't too shabby, boys. Ain't too shabby. Of course, this is the situation in the table right here, right now. Of course, Man Utd lead the charge, 10 from 12. Chelsea, Liverpool and Everton all are the same. City, though, breathing down the next, as are Brighton and Spurs. At the foot of the table is Norwich, Newcastle and Burnley go down. I'll take it all day long. Let's end the season there. United win. I'll fine Ronaldo with the it's fine. Burnley come back to the championship. I'll take that all a bloody day long, of course. Let's take a little look, though, at the prediction league. I got 6. 6 would have got me nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Fusander's up there with 9. Austin's up there with 9. Shepherd's up there with 9. Rawlings Okayo also up there with 9. So those guys did fabulously fantastic this week. John, I thought I did pretty good with 6. John, Magic Monday, Master Fighter, Lionel L, and Liam 2000 with 8. Let's take a look at the overall situation for, of course, the grand scheme of things. Who is the kingpin predictor right now? It is Iman Hussein. It's actually a 5-way tie. Iman Hussein, Gaming Charlie, Max Sangari, Shepherd's up there, and Tom Stainer all with 26. Of course, this is going to get heated, and of course, very, very competitive as the season goes by. But of course, there's still lots of time for you, brand new beginners, to get involved, get predicting, to get yourself back into it. A lot of these guys will drop points, especially if you're good. You'll climb the table slowly but surely. You can ask Tom Stainer from last year. He slowly climbed the table, as did BCSCR, great wherever he is. He also did, well, he's still not doing great right now, it doesn't look like it. Anyway, let's take a look at, of course, the Predictor of the Month. Of course, this is a brand new thing we're talking about. Of course, we're into the month of September, so we're going to announce the actual winner of Predictor of the Month, even though if you watched last week's video, you'll know who is the Predictor of the Month. But anyway, let's talk about what the Predictor of the Month actually means. Well, it actually means if you win it, you get a Willy Wonka style ticket to a grand prize draw at the end of the season. All the predictors of the month will be put into a hat, and one of the names will be drawn out, and that one will win a $10 Amazon gift card or a t-shirt or something along those lines. A t-shirt is going to be handmade by me. Of course, I'm still working on the last season's t-shirts, but you'll get it probably in time for the 2026 World Cup. One way or another, you'll get it. Anyway, but you can win multiple winners of the, you could if you win the first one here in August, you're still eligible to win more, so that you could end up with 4 or 3 or 2 Predictor of the Month golden tickets. So it increases your chance to get that grand prize at the end of it. There can also be multiple winners of it as well. I was going to make it a singular winner, but I thought that's another extra step to do this. I thought, screw it, whoever wins it, we're going to put your name in lights. And of course, I think there's actually quite a few who won August, so we're going to have a look at that right here, right now. So of course, these are your winners for the Predictor of the Month for August. Here we go. Drum roll, please. No drum roll. Maybe next week we'll have a drum roll, or next time. It is Tom Stainer, Max Sangardi, Iman Hussein, Gaming Charlie, Ultra Omirant, and Costas K. 6 winners go into the Wall of Fame. That's right. So you all have a golden ticket now. Prize draw. You're in it. You could quit right now. You could just end it and go down. I'll wait till the end of the season, see if I am the Predictor of the Month grand prize winner. But of course, you guys are there. You're home and host. You can win multiple though. So. Keep on keeping on. Improve your chances. That's right. That's the Predictor of the Month completed for August. So let's get into the next one then, shall we? Of course, it is the month of September. We've already started. Of course, the guys were there with 9. He's got himself off to a fantastic start, but he could have a shitter the rest of the month. So, of course, you've got to keep on predicting. Let's get into it. Of course, use the code Cutley/Premier League. Free to enter. Let's get cracking then. Of course, have a little look at the next round matches. It will be Newcastle starting off with Leeds on Friday, St James's Park. All eyes on this one. Played 29 times since 1993. 13 wins for the Geordies. 8 wins for the Whites, whatever. Played for the 8 wins for them. Biggest win for the Geordies over Newcastle, 3-0 win. The biggest win the other way was a 5-2 win. The Geordies come into without a win in 5. Of course, Leeds just 1 win in 6 for them. Of course, last played at St James's Park was a 2-1 win for Leeds. They're actually unbeaten in the last 3 games against Newcastle, picking up a 2-1 win though at St James's Park last round. The Geordies coming in at the back of that loss against Newcastle. Leeds coming in at the back of that loss against Liverpool. Odds on this one, 2-1 is your Newcastle. Not favourites. I think 5-4 is your Leeds. They are your favourites, and 5-2 is your draw. So these are your favourites on this one, going away to St James's Park. But I think it's going to be a draw in the end. 1-1, split right down the middle. Next up we have Wolves up against Brentford. Of course, a difficult game this one, hard to call. Of course, Brentford started off fantastic with the win against Arsenal. Of course, Wolves have been a bit slow starters, but Bruno Laga's boys finally got their first win. Anyway, these two celebrations are the 10 times since 2013. 5 wins for Wolves, 3 wins for Brentford, and 2 draws. The biggest win for Wolves over Brentford, 3-0 win. The biggest win away was a 4-0 win. Of course, Wolves back to 2 wins out of 3 for them. Brentford just 1 defeat past 6 for them after they started off life in the Premier League. Of course, the last time around over at Molineux, these two sides played back in the Championship. It was back in January 2018. It was a 3-0 win for Wolves. In fact, Wolves unbeaten against Brentford the last 4 occasions. They've gone to 3 wins and a draw at the last 4. Wolves coming to the back of that win against Watford. Brentford coming to the back of that loss against Brighton. 20-17 on is your Wolves. They are favourites. 15-4 is your away win. 23-10 is your Brentford. That's your draw. Sorry. Going to go with a win myself on this one for Wolves. Maybe the Brentford dream is already over, and of course the harsh realisation is, they might not be safe this time around. Next, of course, we have them 6-fingered free.
As always, it is Burnley.
Against, of course, Arsenal, that's right. Played for the 18 times 2008. 2 wins for Burnley, 13 wins for Arsenal, 3 draws. The biggest win for Burnley over Arsenal, 2-0 win. The biggest win the other way was a 5-0 win. Arsenal coming to just 2 wins in the past 6 games for them. Not too shabby. Actually, 2 wins in the past 3. Meanwhile, Burnley just 1 win in 6 for them, of course, and that was way back when. Anyway, coming into this last round at Turnbull was a 1-1 draw for both of them, of course, back in March 2021. Arsenal did beat Norwich last round, 1-0 win. Meanwhile, Burnley did lose to Everton on Monday Night Football. I just watched that last night. 11-4 is your Burnley, 20-19 on is your Arsenal, 13-5 is your draw. Hopefully Arsenal win this one. I've gone with the 2-0 win to take it to the bank. Of course, put Burnley in a bit of trouble already. Next up, of course, the Liverpool up against Crystal Palace. That's right. 27 times these two sides played each other since 1994. 17 wins for the Scousers, 7 wins for Crystal Palace, and 3 draws. The biggest win for Liverpool over Palace, 7-0 win. The biggest win the other way was a 3-1 win. Liverpool have actually won 4 of the past 5 games. Of course, picked up a draw in the middle of all that. Palace actually just 1 win in 5 for them. Of course, last time played over in Liverpool was a 2-0 win. They've actually played against Crystal Palace the last 3 games, haven't conceded a goal against them. They're coming to us on the back of that win against Leeds United. Meanwhile, Palace coming to us on the back of that win against Spurs. In fact, unbeaten the last 2 games for them. Odds on this one, though, 5-1 on is your Liverpool, 11-1 is your Crystal Palace, and 11-2 is your draw. I'm going to go with the hosts on this one. 3-0 win to take it to the bank. Next, we have the champs. It's Man City up against my boys. Not my boys, Adam Armstrong. That's my boy right there. Up against the Saints, of course. Played 34 times in 1993. 20 wins for 37 wins for Southampton and 7 draws. The biggest win for City over Southampton, 6-1 6-1 win. The biggest win away was a 4-2 win. City coming to 3 wins on the bounce. Meanwhile, Southampton unbeaten the last 4 games, so they've actually started off not too bad this season. Of course, last round over in City was a 5-2 win for City back in March 2021. They've actually won 4 of the past 5. Southampton picked up a win at St Mary's last round. Of course, coming into this, Man City did beat Leicester 1-0 win. Meanwhile, Saints coming to back-to-back draws for them as well. It's actually won 3 draws on the bounce in the Premier League. Look at the odds on this one. What do we have? We have 8-1 on is your City. 8-1 on, sorry. 8-1 is your draw. 40-1 is your long shot. So that's Southampton. 4-0 win. Going to go big. First defeat of the season, I think, for the Saints. Is that right? First defeat of the season. I'm going to confirm that. Yeah, they've already lost once. Next up, of course, Norwich will take on Watford. Of course, these two sides got promoted last round. Of course, they played each other in the Championship last season. Played each other 29 times in 1995. 10 wins for Norwich, 50 wins for Watford. 4 draws, just 1 win in 6 for Norwich. 2 wins in 6 for Watford at the moment. Of course, the biggest win for Norwich over Watford. 4-0 win. The biggest win there was a 4-1 win. Last time played each other at Carrow was a 1-0 win for Watford. Actually, Watford have actually won 4 in the bounce against Norwich. Looking very, very good for themselves at the moment. Of course, coming to the back of that loss against Wolves, though. Norwich also coming to the back of that loss against Arsenal. Look at the odds on this one. We have 21-20 is your Norwich could be the first win. 23-10 is your draw. 5-2 is your away win. That's Watford. Going to go with the win for the Canaries on this one. 1-0 win to get it in the bag, and of course, hopefully the first of many. Aston Villa up against Everton. Let's get into this one. Also on Saturday, September the 18th. Played each other 51 times in 1993. 19 wins for Villa, 13 wins for Everton, and 19 draws. The biggest win for either two sides was a 4-0 win over each other, and they come into this 58% form for Villa, just 1 defeated past 4 for them. Of course, Everton started off fantastic with unbeaten in the last 5, picking up 4 wins and a draw. Last time played at Villa Park was a 0-0 draw back in May 2021. Of course, Villa did lose to Chelsea last round. Everton picked up a win against Burnley. Odds on this one: 7-5 is your hosts, 11-5 is your draw, 50-8 is your Everton on this one. I'm going to go with I think it's going to go with a draw. Yeah, 2-2 in the end. Everton, fantastic start. Villa needs some points on the board now. Into the final 3. Now we go Brighton up against Leicester City on Sunday, September the 19th. They played each other 23 times since 2002. 5 wins for Brighton, 12 wins for Leicester, 6 draws. The biggest win for Brighton over Leicester, 4-1 win. The biggest win is a 3-0 win. Brighton coming to just 1 defeat the past 5 games for them. Of course, Leicester just 1 win in 3 for them, 67% form. The last time played at the Amex was 2-1 for Leicester. That's back in March 2021. Leicester have actually won 3 on the bounce. Actually, they've won 5 of the past 6. Against Brighton, so they like playing against Brighton. Of course, Leicester though coming to this on the back of that loss against Manchester City. Brighton do come to this on the back of that win against Brentford. Coming the odds on this one, we have 13-8 is your Brighton, 11-5 is your, 7-4 is your away win. That's Leicester City on this one. Going to go with a 2-1 win for Leicester on this one on the road to take it to the house. Next up we have the David Moyes derby, that's right, or the Jesse Lingard derby. Played each other 58 times in 1993, 8 wins for the Hammers, 35 wins for United, and 15 draws. Of course, United coming to this unbeaten the last 6 games. Of course, picking up 4 wins and 2 draws. Meanwhile, West Ham coming to this unbeaten the last 6 games, picking up 4 wins and 2 draws as well. The biggest win for United, that's West Ham United over the other United. A 4-0 win. The biggest win for Manchester United over West Ham, a 6-0 win. Coming into this, the last time I played over at the London Stadium, or whatever it is, was a 3-1 win for United. They've actually won 3 on the bounce against West Ham. I've actually gone back-to-back games against United, back-to-back clean sheets. The Hammers coming to on the back of that draw against the Saints. Of course, United with Ronaldo coming back on that win against Newcastle 4-1 in the end. A tough one, this one. 10-3 on is your 10-3 is your West Ham. 11-8 on is your Man Utd. 3-1 is your draw. I think I've gone with a away win on this one just to nick it in the end. 3-2 win, Ronaldo and co. And then finally, it's another zinger chicken dinner on Sunday, September the 19th. It is Tottenham. It's Chelsea. Is at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. They each other 66 times since 1993. 10 wins for Spurs, 35 wins for Chelsea, 21 draws. The biggest win for Spurs over Chelsea, 3-1 win. The biggest win in the away was a 6-1 win. Spurs actually got lost twice in the past 5 games. Meanwhile, Chelsea unbeaten the last 6, picking up 4 wins and 2 draws to boot. Last time they played each other over at the Fancy Pants Stadium was a 1-0 win for Chelsea. That's back in February 2021. They've been close contests between these two sides. There was a 9-goal thriller in the EFL Cup not too long ago. Spurs coming to this on the back of that loss against Palace. Meanwhile, Chelsea coming to this on the back of that win against Villa. Odds on this one: 7-2 is your Chelsea, 4-3 on is your 7-2 is your Spurs, 4-3 on is your Chelsea, 13-5 is your draw. I think Chelsea are going to win this one quite comfortably. Of course, the cream is starting to rise to the top. As you can see, the Cities, the Liverpools, the Chelseas, the United are starting to rise above the rest here on this one. But that's my pick. Be sure to get your pick in as well. Use the code CUTLEY/Premier League. Of course, you could be the predictor of the month for the month of whatever it is, September. Be sure to give the video some love. Smash your thumbs up. Smash your subscribe. Check the links down below. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitch. I'm on Facebook. And of course, I'm on Patreon. If you want to support the channel in another way, that's the best place to do it. Check it all out. Patreon.com/RoseSeas. But until then, I'll see you soon. Mask up, 6 feet, and all that kind of stuff. I'll see you soon. Until then, we're done.